Hello everyone, welcome to my living room. My name is Pavel, this is Hannah, and this is your 2020 JV Cam dance. So, at the very start, you've probably seen the video, the demo of the dance. Now this is instructions. In the very beginning, we start by running around. So this is kind of like your preparation phase, where everyone gets to, find their partner and, prepare for the dance itself. So we start by running to our right shoulder. It doesn't really matter which direction you choose, but it's nice. It would be nice if everyone was, united in the direction. So we start by running to our right or gray shoulder, and I didn't explain the socks. So anyway, before we begin, our right side, to hopefully make this tutorial easier, I will refer to our right side as gray, and our left side will be black. So let us continue. So we start by running to our gray side, and we also, while running, we will be clapping to the beat. So we'll go kind of like this. Nothing complicated, you just need to basically get ready, wait for everyone, and prepare for the dance itself. And this is a good opportunity to unite everyone and engage everyone. Everyone will be clapping together, and it's always fun when you unite people. Then, when you get into positions, we start with a kind of a walking movement, but to our gray side, and we kind of exaggerate it. So we go 1 and 2 and then you start punching with your gray fist. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go to the black side, and we go, and as we go, we snap. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you take your black fist and you do this. 1, 2, and then you start punching with your gray, your black, and then you raise a finger and you leave it there. And then there's a pause, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4. And from here you start spinning to your gray side. And now we're back here. And then there is the second part of the...
I used to feel so strong.
Yeah, I used to feel so strong. Second part of the verse. And so we go, I used to feel so strong, now I feel like a loser. And then you turn on each other and you shake your shoulders. It doesn't really have to be synced, but if you could make it synced, that'd be great. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you start hiding back up into a corner, and the other person does this, and then you go, oh, yeah. Then you go back, and then you start with your gray palm, and you go out, then the other one, then you cross them back, and then you cross them back here, and then you start spinning. Whoever's me goes to the back, Hannah goes to the front, and then since you're like this, there's a slower part, and we're gonna kind of like swing around each other, like this. 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. And then you go down, and then the same part repeats, so you go 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, but you stand up, and then you go back to back to each other. And then on this you point up, and then you start slowly going down with the arm. And here there's technically a second instrumental where everyone will just try to create chaos by running, orderly chaos, by running in circles, kind of like a circle pit. So everyone, we prefer gray shoulder. So everyone will start running. And it's here. And I think it's 2 measures.
1, 2, 5.
Yeah, it should be 2 measures. And then here, like after the 2 measures, everyone needs to be in their positions. So me is still on the gray side, Hannah is still on the black side, and we unite, so that everyone can catch up, and we'll start by clapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we switch to drums because it keeps building up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. And then we start over because there's a second verse, and it's basically the same. So we'll walk you through it real fast. So we go 1 and 2 and bum 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 bum. 1 and 2 and bum 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 bum. Then you pause, and then instead of just one finger, you join with the other hand, and you go na da da da, and then you start spinning again. And then there's again, I used to feel so strong, now I feel like a loser. Shoulders. And then here it changes, and you start with your black fist, and you go here, here, cross above your head, and then you disperse them to the sides. And then you sort of make like a circle starting to your black side as your hands go down. And you can sort of like bob into it. Whatever's comfortable. So now we're here. And then we go, we cross the arms again. We start again with your gray palm, and you go out, out, then you cross them back, and then you cross them here. And then you start spinning again. And this we know, this is the swing down, then you go back up, swing, swing, back to back. And here we have a second instrumental. And here we have a little haka dance. It's sort of fast, but it's very simple, so I believe everyone will be able to do it. And you start by clapping onto your thighs or knees once, and then you clap to your black, then you go back to your knees, and then to your gray, and then you go twice, and then you go with your fists to your shoulders twice. So basically it's this. Hop, 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 hop. That's it. And you only do that combination twice. So you go, the entire combination in the song will be hop, 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 hop. That's once. That's twice. And here, in every instrumental part, we want to, have a part where we all unite and get on the same page. So if anyone falls behind, they know they can catch up here. So here we start again clapping. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and drums. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then from here we switch to another part where you have a great opportunity to engage the students, and you can, have them yell and cheer together, because there's this part, yeah, 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 oh, oh. So you can have them, yell together, yeah, 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 oh. And so the movement here will be very simple. You start with your gray foot, you put it up front, and most of your weight is on your black foot. So it's kind of like hanging in the air, but it's still touching the ground. And you bend over and you clap. And you go, yeah, 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 oh, yeah, 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 oh. And this repeats 3 times. And then you go, I need a pep talk. There's a crisscross movement, which might seem a little bit difficult for those who aren't used to dancing, but it's very simple. So we'll explain it now. So you start with your gray foot, and the gray foot goes to the front. So from here, you're already here, and you just cross the legs. So you did, yeah, 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 oh. And then you go 1, 2, and now gray goes to the back, 3, and then 4. And then you continue doing the yeah, 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 oh, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, 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 oh. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So that's that. And then the music switches a little bit and it sort of like, you know, builds up and there are stronger drums. So we're going to change the move here. And so I think we did the crisscross, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And from here, you jump into this position where your gray foot is in the back and your black foot is in the front. And we sort of start doing this back and forth movement. And you start by going down, back, and then when you go up, you raise your fist with your body. So you go back, down, back, oh, back, down, back, oh. And this is another great opportunity. Well, you can just have them keep shouting the oh and the yeah, yeah, yeah. Because there is actually in the song a crowd cheering the ohs. So you can go yeah, 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 oh, and yeah, 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 oh. You keep doing this, and then there's a crisscross again. You do the same thing exactly, except you need to turn and switch sides. So you go, gray starts up front, you go 1, 2, and now gray goes to the back, 3, and then 4, and gray will be up front, 4. Yeah, again. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. And you keep doing the same movement again, back and forth. So you go down, back, oh, and down, back, oh. And since we switched sides, we also switch our fists. So before it was gray, now it's black, and we go down, back, oh, and down, back, oh. Yeah, and then you do the crisscross again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and from here, we do the swing again. So we go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and down. And you go again, swing, swing, back up. And here we stand next to each other and we sort of keep doing the swing, except we go together to our black side and you go up. It's sort of like a zigzag movement. Then you go down, lower, and then he says, 'cause I'm fine. You go, 'cause I'm fine, fine, finding help. On help, you sort of like swing back and spring back up. And then there are 4 in use. So you go, you just ended up after finding help here. You go back to your positions and you go, there are the 4 in use. So you go first in you go in you, in you, in you. And then for the 4th in you, you cross your palms like this and you go each to your own side. So again, just to explain that movement, what we just did, the first in you put your gray palm on top of your black palm and you sort of do like a spinning movement. So they meet in the center. Then they sort of untangle and you lock your arms with your partner here. And then you, again, untangle and you're back in the first position where the gray palm is on the top. Then you cross your palms and you go to the sides. And then there is a final instrumental part where you have 2 options. If you like freestyles and you want your students to have a time for their, freestyle, this is the time. And yeah, everyone can just do whatever, because that's the point of freestyle. And if you don't like freestyles, there is a movement we've prepared just for this part, which is another instrumental. It's very simple. I think everyone has already done this movement in their life. And yeah, it's just this. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you end up here. So it's 2 measures of either freestyle or this. And then here, because it's an instrumental, somebody might get lost. So here we again unite with clapping. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here there is again the yeah 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 oh part. So you just go here. Yeah 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 oh, I need a pep talk. And then you keep doing this, and at the end there's a final crisscross. So you go this a few more times, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4 now. And on the now you can do whatever pose you want. Anybody can do whatever they think will look good or won't look good, whatever they want. And you just hold it until the music ends, and when it ends, the dance is over. And that's it. That's your can dance for this year.